fitter, happier, more productive. Hi, I'm Brad, from Computers. You may know me from OK Computer, the album by Radiohead. During my regular exercise at the gym, 3 days a week, I am always catching up on my favorite podcasts. Lately I am listening to Picking Up Something Good, the limited event prestige podcast by Echo Vessel and Nikki Flowers. And finding out that even today we live in a society. As a good friend of Thom Yorke's, I know quality when I see it. It is no hyperbole when I say that Picking Up Something Good is the greatest podcast ever recorded. This is episode 3. Godspeed. I love you.
So, Nikki, how productive have you been recently?
A lot more productive than normal.
Yeah? Are you fitter?
No, by no means. I
Me
ate
either.
Little Caesars yesterday.
I had an Impossible Whopper.
Yeah.
Happier, in any case?
I did have Little Caesars yesterday. That was pretty good. I got some leftovers, so.
Oh, well, did you have, the crazy bread?
No, but I got a coupon for free Crazy Bread next time I purchase another pizza. So, everything's coming up, Nikki.
I think crazy bread is, it's not good. It's, lightly salted bread.
You need the dipping sauce, and also I don't think it's that crazy.
Hey, Nikki, you know what is crazy, though?
What?
The police state. Welcome to Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast about Radiohead. I'm Mace. I play music as Echo Vessel.
I'm Nikki Flowers. I play music as Nikki Flowers. Oh my god.
Today we are covering. We sure are covering an album. It's the album about the computer that learned to say, okay.
Today we'll be talking about it's computers, isn't it?
I was gonna say me wife, but I meant the queen. We actually have a guest on the pod today. Friend of the pod. He's from podcasts. He was born there. We simply live in it.
Yep.
It is Sean Barry of Radish, the other podcast that I'm not on.
Hey guys,
Woo.
I'm real excited to come on today and talk with you. I've got a real great lineup. I'm talking, I think we're going to be discussing the Dell Inspiron 8600. It's got 512 megabytes of RAM, 40 gigabytes. Ooh. We're going to be covering the Compact series, mostly the HP Compact 675S. I'm just really excited to talk about not really a higher line, not really shitty computers, just mid-line computers with you today.
They're classics in their own right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the Apple II of the 90s.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about OK Computer by Radiohead.
Oh, fuck! Oh!
Yeah, it's that one.
Sorry.
I researched the wrong thing. Oh, okay.
That's okay. Just do what we do. Just wing it.
All right.
Yeah, we wing it for an hour every week, so that's fine.
All right, I'll do my best.
You love OK Computer, don't you?
Yes. If you ask me, I don't think I could name a favorite Radiohead album, but preparing for this, OK Computer I think might be my current one right now.
That was meant as more of an accusation than anything.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. Yes, I am the accused. I plead guilty, sir, your honor.
Sustained.
Nikki, this is the very first time we've had a guest on this podcast. How do you feel about it? Are you comfortable, uncomfortable? Are you on fire?
I feel a little bit intimidated, sort of this stranger encroaching in on our space, but, Sean, don't mess with me and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm on Mesa's side here. I'm here to guide you along the way as best as I can.
Yeah. We're each going to clasp one of your hands on each side, and we're going to just walk you down this Banksy brick road.
And do that thing where you swing me back and forth. And
yeah.
We're going to be dancing around a maypole, but not really a maypole. It's just a cell tower.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa. That really says a lot about society.
Yeah.
We do live in a society, as evidenced by this whole album. Let's kind of like kick off the talk here by kind of talking about the art style of this album. How do y'all feel about it?
I love it.
It is.
Yeah?
I really do.
It's very pretty, very white and blue. And I read that Nigel designed it based off of like the color of.
You mean Stanley?
What did I say? Yep. Wrong guy. Wrong. I picked the wrong sixth member of Radiohead. Yeah, Stanley Donwood said he used like bleached bone as a color inspiration.
Ooh.
Oh, how so?
It's just very white and light blue, and I don't know. There's.
I think Stanley was just making that up because he
Yeah.
was put on the spot. Like, what was your inspiration? Oh, I don't know, bones.
You know what computers have? Bones.
It's me, Stanley, and the computers have muscle. One of the biggest inspirations, actually, in the work that I do from my own music has actually been the OK Computer. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but the thin ice, no data icons, like the hand reaching out of the ice. And then there's a poster that's basically, it's got the lyrics to Climbing Up the Walls printed on it, but in a very like conversational tone. The visual design of this album is unmatched, except for the next album.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's kind of all I wanted to mention. I'm a really big fan of the art style of Radiohead albums from this point on.
Yeah, I mean, the Benz was great. I love that guy. Love the Benz guy.
Yeah.
But this one definitely, it feels like definitely like, okay, let's get serious about this.
There are definitely more guys, and they don't have faces. I see at least 2, maybe 4 guys on the cover right now.
Those are the 4 members of Radiohead, actually.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
The best approximation of this album that I can discuss in one sentence, just not even a single sentence, maybe like a phrase, is Joker's Trick.
Joker's Trick, the album.
Like, I'm not saying that this album is bad by any means. I love OK Computer.
Yeah.
It is a classic, but Joker's Trick also.
Yeah.
It's very Joker's Trick. Very, if Banksy took over the Joker's Trick Twitter.
Took over?
Yeah, what if Banksy is Joker's Trick?
Ooh.
Think about it. It's the most important work of art in Banksy's oeuvre. There's that word again, oeuvre.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oeuvre.
Oeuvre? Okay, let's
Oeuvre.
talk about the songs on this record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could also just say the word oeuvre over and over again. But I mean, sure. Yeah.
People listen to us.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the album then.
Let's talk about Airbag.
Ooh.
Airbag.
It's a song about, I think it's about a car where there's something called an airbag in it. That's what I've been able to glean from 15 years of listening to this album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that tracks.
Makes sense.
There's like an airbag, and what I figured out independently, not by even looking up what an airbag does, I think that the airbag, when you hit something in the car really fast, the airbag inflates. Is that how that works?
Yeah, and you know what? I understand why they chose that as the theme for the first song, because when you think about it, doesn't an airbag say a lot about society?
Yeah. It's, we're in a big bag inflating.
Yeah.
It's just constantly inflating, smashing into things, huffing the air that's in there.
I think Thom Yorke wrote this song when he huffed the air into an airbag. How do you feel about this song, Nikki?
I really like it. I think it's a pretty solid opener. I love the bass. I know. You knew I was going to say it. Really simple, but it's like really perfect. They just slip it right in there. It's like a real smooth, buttery bass.
Yeah.
Just thinking about buttered basses.
You're a bass friend. That's all I have to really say about your like affliction to I was gonna say aversion, but that's the wrong word. Affliction. Your love of the bass. You just love those 4 strings.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta love them. They're so thick and juicy. I love a bass. But yeah, no, the bass is good. The whole song itself is really good. I like the drums sort of stutter a little bit here and there. sort of the computer sound sort of slowly creeping in as the song goes on. It's like, okay, computer, you know?
That's me reluctantly saying computer every time my computer starts up.
Yeah.
This song is about a computer starting up. I really, really, really love Airbag. It's not my favorite opener to a Radiohead album. It's definitely not, but it's magical. It opens a soon-to-be classic album.
Going off of that, Mace, sometimes I get this feeling from like certain songs, certain openers of albums that like once like the first like 2 or 3 chords start, like you know what you're about to get into and you just feel all those feelings again and it comes rushing back. Airbag is definitely one of those songs that just like oh yeah, here comes OK Computer. And it's just
Here comes OK Computer.
Here it comes.
And he's mad.
It's coming so fast, we're gonna need an airbag.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, that's what it's about.
This is also one of the songs that like I love singing along with Radiohead. I call them my favorite band. I don't know a lot of their lyrics, and I am just now learning that the chorus is saying, "In an interstellar burst, I am back to save the universe."
It's in the booklet.
I know. I don't read the booklet that often, so I just kind of like go by Thom Yorke's vocal sounds and sing along with that. And so far, it's okay. An interstellar burst. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, picking up some karaoke.
I think this song, it kind of, just going back to the very first chords conversation, it reminds me of Christmas in the first like 5 seconds.
That I had that in my notes too, where it's just like, oh, a little happy little Christmas time tune.
Yeah, this song was written while Thom Yorke was visiting his parents over Christmas, and that's an actual recording of Santa on his sleigh.
Recorded over the course of both Christmas and Boxing Day. You have to remember where they are.
Is Boxing Day UK?
Yeah.
I thought that was Canadian.
Where do you think Canada's from?
Fucking above us, not in the UK.
They're made from UK.
I don't buy that.
They're cut from the same cloth. I just Googled it.
Yep. Justin Trudeau, he's the Queen's son. He's the Prince Trudeau, so that's how it works, Nikki. I'm sorry.
The Queen birthed him fully formed maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Just a mess of birth fluids and neoliberal stupidity.
Yeah.
I love Airbag, and I think it immediately also kind of like, it kind of establishes this is not the Bends.
No, yeah, this is definitely a whole new beast. And like, I get that feeling, like the first time I listened to it, a couple days ago, I did feel like it was like pumping you up, like, okay, here we go. This is starting. Get ready. And the outro in particular really got me pumped. Like, oh, I can't wait to hear what's next.
Oh.
What comes next? Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, let's talk about what comes next after those 4 little beeps. It's Paranoid Android, a song about the paranoid android.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin. It actually is about Marvin.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's legitimately about Marvin.
Oh, I love that little guy.
Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the listeners who are kind of not included.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the little listeners.
What the hell?
That's what you just said. Marvin's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the little listeners. That whatever you just said.
Yeah, the little listeners. I love them.
Yeah.
I think and it's hard for me to kind of like overstate how much I love Paranoid Android.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I'll help out. I love Paranoid Android so much. It's the reason I mentioned this before we started recording. Usually, as conventions dictate, we listen to an album once, and then right before we record, we listen to it a second time. I listened to this shit 3 times just so I could hear Paranoid Android 3 times.
Nice.
This song rules. Like, I mean, it starts out with like, I just love it. I don't even know.
The song starts very like it definitely does have a build up. There is actually, and Sean, you may have heard this. So a couple weeks ago, Radiohead had 18 hours of material from OK Computer stolen.
What?
Yeah. 18 solid hours of mini discs from the OK Computer sessions. They were stolen from the band and posted online.
Oh my god.
I heard most of it.
I'm through like maybe an eighth of it.
There is a cut of Paranoid Android on there from like their 1996-ish tour that goes on for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Imagine Paranoid Android just going on for such a long time and it just never ending.
I don't think I'd like it as much.
Really?
That's all I could ever ask for.
I don't know. I mean, so, I don't know. I guess it's my dumb 21st century brain, but, like, I remember loading up OK Computer for the first listen, and I was like, oh, God, this is over 50 minutes? Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know. It's, and I think I mentioned this last time, that, like, lately, I can't seem to write a song that's longer than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So, I'd have to, like, take a break at minute 5 if Paranoid Android was 10 minutes long. I love it. I mean, I genuinely really love the song, but I think it's perfect the way it is.
It is, I think, like, crystallized perfection, possibly top 10 Radiohead songs.
For sure.
From what I've heard, yeah.
Sean, how do you feel?
I also love this song. I remember when I was like first getting into Radiohead back in high school, my friend was just like, yeah, this is like, listen to Paranoid Android. And I remember this was beyond what I conceived what Radiohead could be. And just like the multi-parts, like people, you know, they'll talk about like British bands like Queen making multi-part songs that are captivating. I want Paranoid. No, I don't want it to be the new Bohemian Rhapsody because I don't want it to get overplayed and oversung and just get real tired of it. But man, yeah. I want this to be the new Bohemian Rhapsody because imagine just people just singing this and just hitting the different parts. And it's when Rain Down comes at the end, it's just... That's one of my favorite Radiohead moments.
Oh my God, that part. And I did mention Bohemian Rhapsody in my notes because like the first part, so good, really nice, like lush layering in the sounds. Then it hits you with that mood shift out of nowhere that like at first to me was like, ooh, this is a little jarring, but it totally works. And then that third part, this is like if Bohemian Rhapsody was actually a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not a fan of Queen. I don't like Queen.
There are bits and pieces of Queen that I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that. I'm sick of hearing about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think Bohemian Rhapsody was a good movie. I barely think Queen's a good band. But this is you're right. It's like if a Queen song was good. And actually to that effect, Ed O'Brien of Radiohead, the other member,
the one I can never remember.
Yeah. The one none of us can ever remember. Sorry
Ed.
Ed's got some good moments on this album. I always remember Eddie.
He's the drummer?
He's another guitarist, rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna let you guess, but no. Ed says, to me, the song sounded like Queen meets the Pixies. People thought it was prog, but prog always takes itself too seriously. And Paranoid Android, there's kind of like a serious message in there, but it's kind of cartoon-like. That's what Ed sounds like. That's actually a recording of his voice saying that.
Oh wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really high res.
Dulcet tones.
Yeah, I buy that. Queen meets Pixies, prog, if it didn't take itself so seriously. I don't know. I like how prog is like, no, we're singing about space wizards. You need to pay attention. This is real shit. I like that about prog. But
you can also that belongs to that specific kind of like idea belongs to both prog and metal, I think.
Oh yeah.
Basically, prog and metal, at least stoner metal, like that tweet says, are basically, oh, it's the fucking wizard.
And how can you hate that?
Furthermore, I think Paranoid Android is the endgame of Thom and Johnny's little war from the Bends.
Oh, the chord war?
Oh, yeah.
There's so many chords in the song, and it's good.
Ooh. I mean, that's why they had to chop it up into 3 parts. They're like, how do we fit all these chords in here?
Yeah, legally, actually, I think back when they were recording this in like 96, 97, you couldn't have more than 3 chords in a song.
Oh, so they sort of defied British law to make this album. Well, that's, as we say, that's society.
Yeah, that's before they did all the CCTV, so none of them went to prison, but...
Oh.
Whew.
Anyway, let's talk about the next song. I love Paranoid Android so much, but there's just so much more to cover.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the sequel to Bob Dylan's Subterranean Homesick Blues, Subterranean Homesick Alien.
I had never, I still don't think I've heard Subterranean Homesick Blues. My brain just auto-completes to Subterranean Homesick Alien because it just rhymes.
Well, I mean, it's Bob Dylan. You've heard Bob Dylan. You've heard Subterranean Homesick Blues.
That's fair.
You kind of know. I mean, I like Robert Dylan, That's his legal name, right?
Yep.
It's literally his legal name. This isn't a bit. It's very... This does give me, like, bend juice.
Yeah, just a little sip of it. Oh, just a little... Except they do it reverse where, like, a lot of songs in the bends, the verses were kind of okay and the choruses were great. I felt the opposite, where the chorus felt kind of weak, but the verses were really, really strong.
The chorus of this song reminds me of a Radiohead song that we're going to get to in a couple episodes called The National Anthem.
Oh.
That's the one the one that they play at baseball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I've heard that one.
So the Uptight reminds me of a line in there that's basically like, everyone is so near. It's kind of like, it feels thematically related to me, even though it's like years apart.
I mean, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard I haven't heard anything past this, but yeah,
That was mostly just for Sean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nikki, how do you feel about this song just in general?
In general, I like it. Yeah, like I said, the chorus was a little but not terrible. I love the guitars are perfectly spacey, as the title would suggest. I love that. That really bright keyboard that comes in. I love like bright keyboards, like keyboards so bright you got to put on your shades. I love that shit. So yeah, this is good. This is good stuff.
This one, obviously it's a great song, good song. It's never one that really strikes me as like when I think of OK Computer, like I'm having trouble like keeping it in my head as we're talking about it. But listening to the lyrics, it's very fun to hear just like Thom Yorke's just alien abduction fantasy stories, and it just makes sense.
Do you think he's ever been abducted by aliens?
Probably.
He is aliens.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, hey Tom. Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Oh my god.
Hello? It's me.
Hello, Mr. Yorke. I'm a huge fan.
I'm Thom Yorke.
Yeah. Yeah.
From Radiohead.
It's me, Thom Yorke from Radiohead.
Welcome to the podcast, Tom. How you
Decided
doing?
to come on the podcast.
Nikki, I can go if this is the guest you want to have instead of me. I understand if you'd rather have Thom Yorke on your Radiohead podcast.
Oh, he's here all the time. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
I'd like to talk about my aliens.
Oh, yeah. Spill the beans, Tom. Give us some dirt on those aliens.
Hit the X-Files
So-
theme.
They're very small.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you're very large. You're 12 feet. So, I mean, is it small compared to you or just, like, small in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sure.
I wrote this song about a dream I had about the alien. The alien's my flatmate.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was underground,
Underground.
and he wanted to go home. And it makes me sad to this day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why you wrote a song about
Have
that.
you heard of OK Computer by Radiohead, the band, I mean?
Yeah, we have actually. Tom, I don't know how you called into a podcast, but this is the recording of the OK Computer episode.
Okay.
I'm just absolutely starstruck. This is incredible.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you know about the alien?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
as much
mean,
as the song tells us.
Well, okay, bye.
Oh, all right. Well,
What a fella that guy is.
Yeah.
Always,
Hey, did I miss anything?
Oh, God. Every single time Tom comes over, you're in some
Was it
other room.
fucking Tom again?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bullshit!
Yeah, he was telling us about the alien, and he was kind
What
of
did he
cryptic
tell you?
about it. Well, I don't...
It sounded like there was
Sean,
like
what did he tell us?
It was like there was like an ET situation going on, except instead of like a closet full of stuffed animals and Reese's Pieces, Tom kept his alien in the basement, or I think what they call it in Britain,
The loo.
yeah. And he was just talking about how his friend was homesick for his home planet. He basically, that was it that he told us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Every time he comes on this podcast, it sucks.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
He's a weird motherfucking guy.
Yeah, he's weird. I can understand why he wrote this song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. I kind of wanted to talk about something just before we get to the next part of it.
Yeah, sure.
This song, this album is, Sean just reminded me of this the other day. It's divided into 4 sides.
Oh, yes.
And it's not side A, B, C, and D.
Oh, what
It is side Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Mo.
Oh my God. I actually love that. I was ready for it to be like pills, television and I don't know, but
McDonald's.
yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So it's obviously not a 4-sided album, so they just split the 2 sides into smaller sides.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Sure.
We've gotten to the end of side Eeny.
And
You're not fucking with
no,
me. That's really what they...
man, just wait. Kid A is Fee Fi Fo Fum. So
Wait, is it really?
yeah.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like REM always naming their sides like supper and dinner and stuff like that. I'm a sucker for that.
Is that Life Search Pageant?
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
I get them all mixed up.
Yeah.
Which is great because today I'm announcing the 2 sides of my forthcoming record. Side A is left and side B is right.
That's going to be very confusing for people trying to play it on their record player.
No, it's a left and right. It's two records fused together.
Oh.
Jesus.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Do you need an extra long record player?
It's an extra long player, yeah.
Remember the long cheeseburger from Burger King?
Oh!
I wish I could have one right now.
And if it tasted like the normal cheeseburgers, but was just like dimension-wise different, I'm okay with that.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
All right, now
It was very funny.
before we get to meanie, a hot dog sandwich. You take a hot dog wiener, but you make it into a patty, and you put it between 2 buns.
Now, are you inventing this on the spot, or are you telling us about a product that exists?
No, as far as I know, I'm inventing it on the spot.
Ooh, okay. Well, patent granted.
Great.
Any other inventions?
Yeah.
Inside out corn dog.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
We use the same wiener technology that made a patty, and then we make a cylinder, and we stick cornbread in the middle.
Well, boys, I think we just got $1 million.
Picking up $1 million. This is our podcast. Did you know that anything you invent on this podcast is our property?
Well, that's fine. You guys can have this.
Yeah, I mean, did you not read the paperwork we sent you before you got on the podcast?
Oh, I just
you signed it and everything.
Yeah, no, I just read my name is Sean and I'm on a podcast, and that's all I read. I didn't have time for the other 72 pages.
Yeah, that's where my lawyers get you.
Well,
let's make our exit from this conversation.
exit music for a conversation.
Let's talk about exit music for a film, which is literally for a film.
Oh, which one?
Romeo plus Juliet by Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my god, yeah, this is at the credits, right?
Yeah,
It's literally the exit music.
Yeah.
It's basically the thing about Romeo and Juliet, the 1996 version by Baz Luhrmann, not the like Dawn of Time one by William Shakespeare. Is that it's such a heavy-handed movie, but I love it so much.
It's so hard to hate. I remember watching it in fucking film class in high school, and all my little student buddies were like, "Ugh, God, really? He hits you over the head with it." I'm like, I know, isn't it great?
It's actually not in the credits of Romeo and Juliet. That's Talk Show Host by Radiohead. That's a song that we're going to cover later.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Because of its inclusion, I'm reading from Genius now. Because of its inclusion on OK Computer, it was withheld from the film's soundtrack, and instead, a remix of Talk Show Host took its place.
Oh. Well, why did I think it's in the credits?
Yeah, because Tom York thought, and this is what he told me on the phone the other day, that Romeo and Juliet was a movie about Jay Leno.
Oh.
And that's why they put Talk Show Host in there.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the thing about this the movie is that Leonardo DiCaprio could be wearing like an Aloha shirt that says Romeo on it, and it would be perfectly within the bounds of the film.
Why didn't they go with that? That would have been great. Just a Hawaiian shirt that says, "I'm gonna die at the end of this."
Nikki, how do you feel about this song? I know you don't like ballads.
Yeah, so that's okay. So it was. I wanted to pull my hair out at first because I'm like, oh Jesus, okay, here we go. Yeah, just do it. Pull out the acoustic guitar. Have your little ASMR vocals, Tom. Back away from the mic a little bit, Tom. But then the choir sound kicks in, which is that like a mellotron? It sounds like a mellotron.
I believe it is. Yes.
Yeah. So I love me a mellotron. I like that. verse 3, I think, is where it starts to get like really fucking creepy. Like I started to really start to get into it there. And then, like the end of it, they just burst into this big explosion of emotion. Like it's a really slow buildup, right? But I think I think it's worth it.
Yes. It's very... It is... and you and I have kind of talked endlessly about how we don't like ballads.
Yep.
But I think that this song might not technically count as a ballad.
I think the first part definitely is, but then Tom's like, oh wait, ballads are shit. Something interesting.
In the middle of the song, they realized, oh wait, ballads fucking suck. And then here's Johnny Greenwood in the Genius annotations talking about chords again.
Boy, that guy likes chords.
He loves chords. It's almost as if he's a musician or something like that.
Weird.
Sean, how do you feel?
About this song? Oh, I love it. Oh, I didn't say anything before, but we're hitting the meanie side, and this is probably one of my favorite sides in all of music. Just the triple punch that's coming up at the beginning, starting with exit music, it rules. I love my favorite Radiohead songs are the ones where like Thom is like very threatening and very creepy.
Yeah, he's very menacing.
Yeah.
Like the one on the bends where somebody was going to pay.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah.
like upcoming on like Hail to the Thief. There are a lot of songs like that there. But this is just strangely enough, I didn't really like. I obviously, like I've said, I really liked this song before, but in the first season of Westworld, the show ends. One of the last things they play is like a string cover of exit music for a film, and it's used so perfectly. And watching it, I was like, "Oh, this song rips!" And I couldn't stop listening to it for weeks afterwards. And this it's just a lot of fun, and I really love singing along to it.
It's a fuck ton of fun. I actually used to skip this song near constantly whenever I would listen to OK
Wow.
Computer.
Ooh.
I used to skip this song mostly because I just didn't want to hear a guitar song. I didn't want to hear an acoustic guitar song. I really didn't.
We're an OK Computer. Give me some computer, Tom.
Yeah. This has no computer if you think about it.
What's a mellotron
Yeah.
from?
Not computer.
Tapes.
Oh. Well,
It's just
Yeah, Sean.
I'm learning a lot.
This song is false advertising, but with age I've grown to love it.
It's good. It definitely took me. It was my first listen. Was like, okay. It took me a couple tries, but it's. I love it.
I'm reading the Genius comments, and somebody's like, "This song is about teenage suicide, despite her father. The song was written and used in Leonardo DiCaprio's remake of Romeo and Juliet. Directed by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Doesn't get more obvious than that. It's just like, that's such a base level interpretation of this song, but also you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're not wrong. I mean, is exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Johnny have to say about chords?
Johnny said that he remembers working at the chords with Thom for the choir part. It was really painstaking. We had to relearn how to use we had to relearn how to really concentrate and focus on something small and work at it properly. And not just go, yeah, that'll do. Looking at how the chords run into each other and not be too long and boring. I can remember it making me really tired having to concentrate on that stuff. Finally, proof that Johnny Greenwood needs to sleep.
Yeah.
Just something very comforting about Johnny Greenwood just standing there going, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh my god, that's very, that'll do is very King of Limbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Nikki.
I don't know. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get these references in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Sorry to let you down, but we're going to talk about Let Down.
Oh, fuck me.
Ooh, King of the Segway.
Oh my god. How do you feel? Before I say anything.
I mentioned REM before. This is like if Radiohead did an REM song, specifically, like especially the chorus. There's something about like the way the chorus ends and the bass sort of falls back into the rest of it that just screams REM. Like the jangly guitars.
Yeah.
Mentioned this before. I love a good jangle, and it's all over this one. Again, I love the slow buildup of all the layering. A lot of really smart layering of sounds in this album compared to the last two. Like really lush arrangement.
Yeah.
I really am appreciating that. And the little arpeggiated square synth that starts near the end. So cute, and it ties the whole song together for me. I love this one.
I love Let Down so much. It's in my top 3 Radiohead songs.
Yep.
My brain exploded. My little tiny child brain exploded the very first time I heard the "One Day I Am Gonna Grow Wings" part that leads directly into Tom's vocals kind of like diverging to 2 different lines near the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Oh my god, what a song.
This is my number 1 favorite Radiohead song.
Out of all of them.
Yeah, out of everything. This is talking about it gives me chills. It's hard not to, like, the same moment, Mace, it's hard not to sing along with that without, like, breaking into tears for me. It is just so inspiring, and I love just how the vocals just separate and the lyrics just, let down and hanging around. I don't have much of a belief system in this world and universe, but if I did, that would just be the bones of it, of just kind of like, what it's like to be alive, and just what life and
Preach.
Yeah, I mean, if any of you follow me on, like, social media, or I think it's just Instagram now, but, like, the phrase hysterical and useless, I love so much. And if I were to get a Radiohead tattoo, God forbid, it's gonna happen. I love the line. I would have hysterical and useless, because it's just, this song is beyond, I don't know, it's just up there. I love it so much. Like,
I mean, yeah, you said it. It's fucking good.
It doesn't lose its power for me.
It's kind of beyond words for me. It's just wow.
It's really, despite the name, it's not.
It's really not.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
There's a running theme on this album. I don't know if you've kind of picked it up, that capitalism's bad.
Oh, I don't know. They made that kind of subtle.
Yeah, it's a little, you can't really kind of like pick it up at all. But joking aside, there's a lot of songs in this album that from 20 feet away you would be like, oh, that's just like a Banksy album about capitalism, whatever.
Yeah.
But these songs have heart.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heart in the song.
Yeah.
Can I give you some trivia?
Please.
Absolutely.
This song was recorded at 3 a.m. in a ballroom at the historic St. Catherine's Court, according to Genius.
Holy shit.
In a
3
very
a.m.
empty room at 3 a.m., just recording, like, maybe one of the greatest vocals of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just kind of been the ideal for me as an artist, to just kind of fuck off for, like, a month or something and record in, like, an empty house.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all have ever gotten that, like, urge.
All the time. I'm constantly, my one running, like, daydream fantasy is to pull a Connie Converse and just fuck off in the middle of nowhere, like in a cabin somewhere, and just make a bunch of music in a tiny abandoned cabin with nobody around me for miles, and then I never release it. It's just for me.
Yeah, I am so inspired and comforted by the idea of just, like, being alone in a large open space like cathedrals or just a gallery or something, and just, like, having loud music or just, like, soaring music playing. That just nothing in this world sounds better to me.
Yeah, I get that feeling even when I get on, like, an empty train car, which is probably the most transcendent experience any person can have, is having an entire car to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And just, like,
rolling up in a ball,
blaring your music. Yeah.
Just rolling
fetal
around.
position.
Yeah, just going where the train takes you.
Doing a little
Yeah.
spin dash.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I spin dash when I'm alone in the train.
No, I spin dash everywhere I go.
Oh, okay.
I don't have those
I like
thighs,
that.
man. I can't. My hammies can't handle that.
I spin dash. Sometimes I'll hit a wall and I'll lose all my rings, but
Oh, I mean, we've all been there.
yeah. Let Down is a fucking magical song. I don't know what else to say about it. I just
It's magical. I mean, like, it really is hard to put into words how much this did affect me. And it was also partly why I did 3 listens, because
It comes up, man.
that's all I can say.
I just want to
Yeah.
give a shout out to my boy Ed O'Brien. I don't know if he's featured on this song with the vocals, but I know when they perform it live, he comes in at the end with those separating vocals, and man, he nails it. It's good stuff.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah. It's I don't know which part he sings exactly, but I know, seeing him after seeing Ed, he does it well. I really appreciate you, Ed.
Ed always looks like, and you can, Nikki, you're free to look up pictures of Ed O'Brien. This is not illegal, according to the rules of the podcast, or in, like, the Geneva
Don't
Convention.
look up Ed O'Brien, you'll get spoiled.
Okay, pulling up Ed O'Brien.
He looks like Nathan Drake.
Well, let me confirm that.
He's got the Nathan Drake clothes.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to go tomb raiding after this.
If you set 5 pictures of Ed O'Brien side by side and you're like, this is the National, I would go, yes.
This is Bon Iver.
You know the Black Keys? This is him.
Put 5 pictures of Ed O'Brien side by side and be like, this is Radiohead.
It'd be like, it's more Coldplay, but yeah, I understand.
Oh my god. I love Ed O'Brien of Muse.
He's hot.
He is hot. He's a hot guy.
Yeah, he's
Damn. Okay.
I don't know where he's from. Oh, he's also from Oxford. He must have not had the water there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Every member of Radiohead is hot in their own way, including Thom Yorke.
Very true.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is, I'm in the definite minority here, that Thom Yorke gets hotter as time progresses.
You know what? After Anima.
Anima.
Yep.
Anime?
I had to make sure. After Anime, I really agree. After watching that, he's a good-looking guy, dresses well.
We'll get to Anima eventually, Nikki. You'll like that one, but it's quite. He's hot is the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like bun on head Thom Yorke for a little while, but like I'm into it.
I was gonna say I really like that bun.
Yeah,
It's a good bun. It stays a good bun.
I do. My hottest Thom Yorke is like in Rainbow's era Tom though, when he still had most of his hair.
I like Shaggy Tom.
Oh,
And Rainbow's Thom Yorke. Here we go.
Spoilers!
Let's
Be
set this up.
careful. Jesus.
I accidentally typed Tom Torque.
Tom Torque is Thom Yorke's brother who loves to he's in the Fast and Furious movies.
Airbag is dedicated to Tom Torque. Tom's brother who passed away. Boy, I wish me brother had an airbag.
Oh, that's why he hates cars. It took his beloved Tom Torque brother. Damn.
My favorite Thom Yorke look, it's not necessarily like the hottest one, but like kinda King of Limbs, Moonshaped Pool-ish era. This is mostly for Sean.
Yeah.
Where he looks like John Wick.
Yeah. When he just starts wearing long clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Wick. Let's all just meditate on that for a moment.
Can we get a moment of silence? Just like 5 seconds.
All right.
Tom Wick.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm guessing I'm back, isn't it?
Let's talk about Karma Police.
Oh, good Lord, let's.
Yeah.
Oh my
boy.
god. Arrest me because I love this song.
Yeah, this fucking rules.
Karma
This song.
Police, however, is extremely Banksy.
Yeah, the lyrics are, yeah, but it doesn't detract from it. I mean, the whole thing, lyrics aside, this is evocative as shit.
Yeah.
This song, it feels like its own little world. Like I really did feel like I was stepping in to the world of Karma Police. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah, I don't know how to describe it other than it feels like a fully fleshed out world in this one song.
It feels like if Radiohead had written this today, I'd be the fuck into it, just like thematically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of moments in this album that's like, oh boy, they were onto some stuff about what we're currently going through, huh?
Not even that. It's just like I listen to it, I'm like, oh, nothing's changed.
Yeah, that's the thing. This album came out in
Yeah.
97. It is eternal. We're about to get to a song that is
Which is
just
good and bad.
yeah.
Yeah. This song fucking rules.
Yep.
Ed O'Brien says, when someone in the band behaved like an a-hole, the others always said, the Karma Police is gonna get me. So I think this song is about the members of Radiohead believing that the Karma Police is real.
Yeah, like it started as a bit, but then they just all got kind of a little too paranoid about it, and they're like, oh shit.
Almost
oh,
like
God.
the android.
A little bit.
You guys want to know something real true and something I'm ashamed of when it comes to
Hit me.
despite the name of this song, whenever it came on, I was like, yeah, they're saying come on police.
Come on, police. Oh,
I was just like, yeah, Thom Yorke's just saying like, come on police, arrest this man.
He talks in maths. Come on.
What does it mean to buzz like a fridge?
You've never buzzed like a fucking fridge before?
Maybe when I'm asleep.
You ever drank like 3 cups of coffee, like in succession?
Yes.
That's buzzing like a fridge.
Wow.
It's more of Thom Yorke being like, remember when he hated TV on the Benz? Now he hates other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was watching TV and realized, oh, it's not the TV I hate, it's the people on the TV. Okay.
Which I guess is a better way to direct it.
Yeah.
He says, it was partly the way of just expressing how some people just talk and they're not really saying anything. I remember traveling around a lot, especially in America. Damn, hell yeah. Damn right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And modern rock was just like, imitates the sound of a loud fridge buzzing.
Oh. Damn.
Which I guess is still kind of Banksy, but like he's not wrong.
No, not at all. And as Americans, and also as Americans with a podcast where we kind of talk about nothing for an hour,
Yeah.
a very accurate read.
Yeah.
Thom Yorke would say this podcast sounds like a buzzing fridge.
Yeah.
I would be honored if he listened and didn't like it and like told us he didn't like it. That'd be great.
Even when he guests on it.
Yeah.
I do want to just kind of put this call out to everybody who listens to this podcast. If you're listening to this podcast, I want you to tweet the link to the episode to Thom Yorke right now.
Right now, pause it if you need to. We need to get him to listen. He's called in somehow. I don't know, because it's not a call-in podcast, but somehow he's figured out how to call in. But I don't think he actually listens. Otherwise, he'd stop calling in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just shows up and talks to us about the song. I think right now, pause the podcast. Pause it. Stop.
Right now.
Go over to Twitter. Oh shit, they're not going to hear this part.
Okay, unpause.
Unpause.
Oh, right,
Go
yeah.
over to Twitter. Go over to Twitter. Type in dot so we can see it. Dot at Thom Yorke. At PusG Pod. PUSG Pod. And then paste the link to the noisespace.xyz page for this XYZ. Sorry, Matt. Sorry. XYZ page for this episode, and I want to see you do it, and I want him to respond.
Yeah, any response. Like, stop sending me these links. That would be fine.
Yeah. Sean, how do you feel about Karma Police?
Oh, it's yeah, solid, great song. It was like before I started listening to Radiohead in like full albums, like this is just one single I just kept returning to. Like this and Paranoid Android were like formative for me. Do you guys? The one thing I want to talk about that this song reminds me of, and I still get a hoot out of. Did you guys watch any Derek comedy when they were on the when they were doing their stuff?
No.
Oh yeah, I haven't thought about them in years. Yeah.
There's that one sketch which, albeit not a great title, but very good sketch. Women Are Not to Be Trusted. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh yeah, the title. Wow, yeah.
It's
I have not seen this.
But no, it's funny.
But it's just Donald Glover. They're in a independent film class, and Donald Glover apparently keeps making movies and being a part of his friends' movies that where he just kind of gets revenge, or he just shouts at his ex-girlfriend Bethany for breaking his heart. And each video ends with "This is what you'll." It just ends with "Karma Police," and it's very funny. Just,
oh Jesus, yeah, it's such a fucking scathing read on those indie film bros.
yeah, it's but this is another one where Thom just sounds real threatening. Just like this is what you'll get when you mess with us. And this is obviously checks that box. I'm in. Love Karma Police.
Thom Yorke sounds mad at me.
Yeah.
Like me specifically during
Yeah. But he also, like, not only that, but he seems tortured about it, too. Like, it's not pure malice. There's a little bit of, I don't know what, underneath it. He's dealing with some stuff in here.
He loses himself for a minute there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Can I tell you a cool story about that outro?
No.
Okay.
You can tell me.
Bye. End of podcast. Okay, no,
okay,
please.
Sean, I'll tell you only. So I saw Radiohead for the first and so far only time at the American Airlines Arena in Miami in 2012. And they ended their set with Karma Police, I believe. I don't know if they've ever done this before because I don't listen to Radiohead live recordings because, well, I barely. I'll listen to some of them. But they ended Karma Police by basically just kind of having Thom repeat for a minute there, I Lost Myself, and just having us sing it over and over. And he sings it, and he sings it, and he whips us up into a frenzy as they slowly walk off stage, and we just keep singing it as the lights go out. And it's just... I have never had a concert experience like that one. Thom Yorke looked directly at me during that show.
That's incredible.
Ooh. Oh my god. I am getting chills just from your description of it. I can't even imagine what it was like being in that.
It kind of like, it built up to kind of like an emotional fever pitch, and they just walked off stage, never to be seen again.
To this day.
I've seen Radiohead twice since that show. Never saw them. Just heard music. Still bought tickets again.
I believe that was actually the first show where they premiered a bunch of new stuff that wouldn't be on an album for like a couple years, and it is good music. They also, I think, did Karma Police with no, it wasn't Karma Police. There's a couple songs that Johnny played the radio on.
He played the radio.
Yeah, we'll get into this later, but he plays a radio on stage.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Meanie. How do you feel about Meanie?
Meanie slaps.
Yeah,
Meanie slaps. Meanie fucks.
yeah, incredible side. Unbelievable.
I think it slaps more than it fucks, but it is very good.
I own 2 copies of this record, and I love just having the ability to be like, all right, first disc, side B, Meanie side, and I play it, and I'm good. It's just like a little, like, 12-minute cycle, and it's perfect. That's all I need. A little snippet, little bite. It's so good. Yeah, just like a little, not an amuse-bouche, but it's just like a nice little snack.
So here's the thing. I was today years old when I found out how to pronounce amuse-bouche, and I wasn't going to pronounce it ever in front of you because you speak French.
No, I mispronounce it. It's amuse-bouche. You're right. You're good. Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
Yeah.
Amuse-bouche.
Good.
Let's move on to Miney, the longest side, featuring the fuck anthem of 1997, Fitter Happier.
Oh.
Can I just start out by saying I hate this one?
You hate this one.
I don't like it. I like it one bit. I use the Fred McIntosh voice in a few songs, so like hearing Fred is like hearing an old friend of mine. And I love Fred, and I'm so glad that he got featured on such a huge album.
Like, he's getting work, yeah.
Yeah, no, and it was huge for him at the time. And I get that this is like the mission statement of the album, but it fucking sucks as a song. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel.
It kinda does.
I feel like I can't, if I'm listening to the album, I shouldn't skip it, because it's like, Fitter Happier is what OK Computer is. I get that, and I appreciate it. If I'm like listening to my music playlist on random and it comes on, I'm gonna be skipping it like immediately.
Yeah, you know? I don't think it's designed to be put on like a playlist unless you're Banksy.
I think Spotify has it on their This Is Radiohead playlist. I'm gonna double check this.
Why?
Because I mean, when you think like This Is Radiohead, it's like when you gotta take, you got Creep, you got, Karma Police, and you got Fitter Happier.
Those are the three.
There's only three songs on the playlist. But
Fitter Happier was such a big hit in 1997. Everybody was having just too much sex to it.
Yeah. So many Fitter Happier babies out there.
Yeah, they call them boomers.
It is not on the playlist, my mistake. Nikki, I'm sorry to hear that. I love this. I love this track. This might be my me listening to a lot of Godspeed and just becoming used to people talking over just sounds. But man, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
I think I have a different copy
sense.
because I don't know. The voice I'm hearing is like kind of a computer. Not. Are you guys talking about Fred from YouTube?
No, Fred is it's a program that came with a lot of Macs around the time called Macintosh.
Yeah, when I got my Mac, I opened it up and there was YouTube and there was Fred and he was talking real fast. Is that?
We're talking about him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a different copy because mine speaks a little slowly. He sounds like
like a computer.
Yeah, he sounds like a computer. Not like a Windows
yeah.
computer. He sounds like probably like a Macintosh computer.
Is this Tom's computer?
Oh, it very well may be
The computer that Thom built?
to play music. But he doesn't play any
speak to
music
him.
on here.
He just
He just talks.
this isn't music.
But I don't read motivational books because it's bullshit. This song just like it makes me feel good, and it's just like, you know, this is a thing I can work towards. It's being fitter, you know, being happier, being more productive. Like I listened to this leaving therapy the other day, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
And you know, you're still crying at a good film. You know, just and like the way it ends is just like it's all like good stuff, and then it goes a pig in a cage on antibiotics, and you're like, oh shit, Banksy's here. And
Yeah, I rolled my eyes like harder than I ever have in my entire life when I heard that. I'm so glad that they put that at the end. Otherwise, I would have skipped it because. Oh my God, Thom, we get it. We live in a goddamn society. Also, Thom, antibiotics are good for you, you shithead.
But I mean, when you're supposedly, if you're giving antibiotics to a pig in a cage, it's that pig is like headed to slaughter, and it's not living the best life.
The antibiotics are not that pig's problem at the moment. It's in a cage about to be slaughtered.
That's true.
But it has good medicine? Why are you giving a pig medicine if you're going to kill it?
Got a healthy meat?
It just...
You ever had bacterial meat? Not that good. Got to have that antibacterial meat.
I
only buy my meat from Purell. I marinate. Oh man, you guys ever take Clorox to steak? Fucking delicious.
Scrumptious.
Real acidic. Real tastes like lemons, but doesn't feel good going down. But man, I love it.
Is this how white people season their food?
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, this is, growing up. Salt, pepper? No. Clorox?
Lysol.
Hell yeah.
Lysol chicken.
Why do you think at the beginning of this episode, why do you think I called this Joker's Trick the album? Is because this song is the thesis, the nucleus of Joker's Trick.
Yeah, it's an interesting, Sean, the way you framed it as, like, aspirational quotes of, like, be fitter, happier, more productive. I viewed it as, like, you have to be fitter, you have to be happier, you have to be more productive, you can't cry in public, that kind of thing of, like, society has rules. Yeah, Thom, society has rules. We know.
It kind of loops in on itself, though, where it's like, yeah, it knows that this is, like, society telling you, like, this is, like, the ideal life. But for some reason, like, my brain sees that. It's like, okay, yeah, this is how it is, and it's ironic. But it comes back around and be like, but yeah, this is a way to live. This is nice. It's strange.
Yeah. One thing I'm never going to do is wash spiders down the plug hole.
No. Also, plug hole? That's gross.
That's where they say it in Oxford.
Still kissing with saliva. Kissing with saliva, that's gross too.
Kissing entirely with saliva. Have you ever just like... no lips, just saliva.
You just spit and hope it meets in midair.
Yeah. I want them dry-ass lip kisses. Ugh, get the saliva out of here. What are you trying to do? Break me down?
Oh my God. Fitter, happier, more productive. They used to start their shows in like 96, 97, 98 with this. Can you imagine just being in a giant amphitheater and hearing Fitter, Happier open a fucking show?
I would, if they did that today, I would yell the whole time. Just, yeah! Sorry.
I want to be more productive.
Yeah, that's why I'm at this Radiohead show.
I didn't know we were at fucking Tony Robbins. Yeah! And then these sad British guys come up here? Fuck!
Oh, boy. Yeah. Fitter, happier, more productive.
Yeah, I was going to say, Daft Punk sampled this, didn't they? And then Kanye West did.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about electioneering, something that is surely happening these days.
It's all around us, folks. You can't escape it.
This is Pod Save Our Queen.
Pod Save the Queen.
Pod Save the Queen.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, this is like the neoliberal anthem, you know?
Yeah.
They heard this and like, yeah, that's us.
This is not sarcastic at all.
Yeah. Oh, when we go forwards, they go backwards, and somewhere we'll meet. That's genius. Thank you, Thom.
Better things aren't possible, thank you.
Oh, finally, someone said it.
This was another dumb moment for... Actually, no, I was today years old, to borrow your phrase, Mace, when I realized that the lyrics are, when I go forwards, you go backwards. I've always heard, when I count forwards, you count backwards. And I thought, they were just like talking about votes. They were like, "Oh, I'm going to count these votes forward, and you're going to count them backwards, and we'll have them right where we need them, right in the
Meet
middle,
somewhere in the middle." Yeah.
It's like
Okay,
it
I
like
see that.
predicted the hanging Chad, but in England, I think I'm still working on it.
I'm still speaking on that. I'm working on like a hanging Chad, like incel joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I've been workshopping it for at least 10 to 15 years now.
The virgin Chad versus the hanging Chad.
I really like electioneering, especially after Fit or Happier. It just kind of like it brings my spirits back up.
Oh yeah.
they're like, "Oh yeah, don't you remember we have guitars?" And it just goes.
Yeah. No, it's I like it. It's I don't know. It's a little too okay and not enough computer for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I see that.
There's no
'Cause they went
computer on this one.
Yeah, not enough computer. Not that it's bad. And also, like, okay, I get the cynicism about it, and they're definitely making a lot of good points. But, I mean, I'm being bombarded by that exact same cynicism every day, so it was hard for me to, like,
Yeah.
deal with it,
We
you know?
like all have Twitter accounts, so
But I think
yeah.
this was like the first time, like, you have to think back, it's like 1997, so this was like big that a song got political.
the first time anybody had a take.
Like, this was before like Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down and I think Jason Mraz. Like, this was like the first music
Yeah.
to get political. And that's
Yeah, this is the world's first hot take.
before that, it was all just like politics are good.
Or yeah, it's like the Subterranean Homesick Blues. Like, like I'm Robert Dylan, and we're just talking about being homesick and underground and sad.
No complaints here.
No complaints.
Before this, it was "Don't Worry About the Government" by Talking Heads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it was just like, hey, some civil servants are just like my loved ones. They work so hard. And you can't hate them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see my friends at their apartment. I think that's what the song is about.
Yeah.
This song also reminds me of Sheryl Crow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. Oh, can you imagine Sheryl Crow putting out like a protest album? Like just going full political.
I think it might have been "Soak Up the Sun."
Yeah, I was gonna say that was Soak Up the Sun.
Yeah.
It was right. It was right around that time. I remember being in like 4th or 5th grade. I see, President Bush standing on that aircraft carrier, mission accomplished, and on the radio, "Soak Up the Sun's" playing, and it just kind of clicked in my head. I was like, "Damn, man."
Yep. Man, we really are soaking up the sun, aren't we?
Yeah, it's Sheryl Crow's British. I don't know if anybody knew that, and I didn't either until right now.
Wait, what?
No, she's not British. This is a bit.
Don't fuck with me. Okay.
Sheryl Crow's British, and the line "Soak Up the Sun" is basically about, destroying the tabloid. She actually bought the tabloid, The Sun, with her own money and shut it down. They wrested back control from her. It's a whole thing. You had to be British to know.
She's known as Cheryl
Yeah.
Raven over there.
Yeah. Oh.
Her British name is J.K. Rowling.
Oh shit.
Jesus. This conversation is making me climb up the walls.
Hey!
So I think...
Hey!
Yay! Segues! I think we should talk about climbing up the walls.
Oh man, "Climbing Up the Walls" is a beautiful song. I think
Ooh, it's spooky. It's
Real
it itches
spooky.
at you.
it's scary.
It's
creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It sounds extremely like what it's called.
Yeah.
Like, for real. It's real, again, with the slow build-up. I like that. I like that they keep doing that. It's a very, even though it's creepy, it's also kind of chill in a weird way. Like, it's definitely super moody, and, like, Thom is also sounding quite tortured, but it's also kind of chill.
Actually, can I tell you a little compositional note about this song?
Please.
Sure.
"Climbing Up the Walls" is one of the first tracks of the band to be described as quote-unquote scary. Relying heavily on the strings, but not in a conventional way, as a string section, composed by Johnny Greenwood alone, features 16 different violins playing quarter tones apart from each other. This is the first time you really, let it rip like that.
16 violins. That's a British baker's dozen, yeah?
It's also a December song, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 16 violins.
Yep.
Nikki, what do you think about the song?
Yeah, I mean, I basically said what I thought. It's good. It's not my favorite on the album, but I do like it quite a bit. I felt that You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really felt it. And yeah, the strings are sublime. Love it.
When Thom Yorke said, "I've got the smell of a local man who's got the loneliest feeling," I felt that.
Oh, we smelt that.
What is the smell of a local man?
Probably dirt. Local dirt.
Whatever the Target smells like in your neighborhood.
Is he talking about like like Twitter locals who are like really, really, really into like Khaled?
What do they smell like?
Probably like Starbucks. Sorry, Sean.
That's okay. I don't know what Starbucks smells like anymore.
like a dragon drink.
Oh yeah, one of the secret menu drinks that you have to describe what it is
The
because
dragon drink
that's
is
how
no
a menu
longer
works.
A secret menu
Yeah, it's on.
drink.
We are on that shit now. People like Starbucks is like, oh, people are making a sick tea. They're calling it a medicine ball. Nah, fuck that. It's a honey citrus mint tea, and you have to pay much more for it. Oh, it's incredible to watch.
What if? Okay, so quick question. Since you speak for your employer in all aspects, what happens if you try to order the parts of that tea? Do you still get charged for like the higher price?
Yeah, we're catching on.
Fuck that.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you're kind of asking for it when you're ordering off a non-existent secret menu that
Exactly.
like
Thank you, Nick.
holds up the entire Starbucks with your dumbass fucking whatever. Like I saw on Twitter, it was like the Cosmo and Wanda, and it was just like one giant pink drink and one giant green drink, which is like just get a milkshake somewhere else at that point.
This is what climbing up the walls is about.
It's about Starbucks.
Yes.
It's about drinking so much coffee you're climbing up the walls.
Sean, what do you think?
Gotta admit, initially, this is one of my songs that I skip listening through this album. Just because it didn't really hook me immediately. It sounded creepy. It spooked me. But every time I'm like, oh, I should skip this one and go on to the next track, which I've forgotten because, I'm okay with this album. But every time I think that, I go, oh, but remember the outro. Think about the guitar that comes in with those strings at the end and how it soars and it sounds so fucking cool. And I go, yeah, no, I gotta listen to the rest of the song. So yeah, that's climbing up the walls for me.
That's basically that's my blow. That's I don't know what
Shit's
the fuck
good.
I just said. That's Thom Yorke actually.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I'm gonna
What?
read this. Thom Yorke says that this song he's talking about him working in a home for the severely mentally ill
Oh.
and about
Okay.
It's a Parliament, isn't it?
wow.
I had no idea.
Scathing.
Are you Thom Yorke?
No, I'm Johnny Greenwood.
Oh, hey, Johnny. Hey, welcome to the podcast. How you
Johnny,
doing?
it's you.
Idiot, gotta go. Gotta score,
okay, bye, Johnny.
gotta
Bye,
score a
Johnny.
movie. I've got to gather
Oh, boy.
3,600 violins.
Okay, bye, Johnny.
Bye, I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh.
I love you. Bye.
What a sweet guy. Super busy though. He barely had a chance to even talk
Yeah, guys,
with us.
sorry, I just went to go get more water. Did I miss anything?
Oh, shit, Johnny was here.
God.
Greenwood?
Johnny from
Of
Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Fuck! Oh, I should have told him I
Yeah.
really loved his scores for never
Yeah.
really.
Well, you didn't really miss much. He was super busy.
He
he
like
was never
came
really
and went.
here.
Yeah.
And he also apparently this song is about a domestic murder,
Oh.
A domestic murder.
opposed to
like a
foreign
domestic
murder.
dispit, like a murder suicide kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about this. Jesus, Tom.
It is a spooky, dark song.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. And you know what else isn't surprising? No Surprises by Radiohead.
Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Fine.
No Surprises. It was actually the first song recorded for OK Computer and the first take.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, it was the first take.
Wow. They knocked it out of the park with this one because I fucking love this song.
Yeah. Oh.
It's so good. Have you, Nikki? Did you take the time to watch the music video?
Oh no, I did not. Unfortunately.
The music video is Thom Yorke in like he's in a fishbowl. He's wearing a fishbowl on his head and it slowly
That
fills up.
one.
Okay.
Oh.
And he almost drowned.
Like for real?
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, that's kind of surprising.
It was recorded in slow motion because obviously he can't hold his breath for the entirety of the music video.
Yeah.
But basically there is video in a documentary that you should watch. Take like, I'd say like an hour out of your day to watch it soon, called
Okay.
Meeting People is Easy.
Meeting People's... Write that down.
It is it's a documentary about Radiohead, directed by Grant G, who also directed the music video for this song.
Oh.
It's the most depressing documentary you'll ever see.
I can't wait.
Sean, have you seen Meeting People is Easy?
No, but I have a free hour this afternoon. I might do it immediately after we record this.
You should look
Yeah.
at... I think it might be on YouTube even. You can find Meeting People is Easy really anywhere. It is the saddest thing you will
honestly.
ever watch. It documents the OK Computer tour and how Thom Yorke basically kind of lost his mind.
Ooh.
And it's
Poor guy.
it's a good bridge to what we're doing next.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Sean, how do you feel about No Surprises?
Oh, I love it. I used to confuse it with Letdown, just because I know there were like two songs that were like very sad, but also kind of like easy to listen to, like nice Sunday morning songs or like kind of inspiring. But now I have it separated because there was a show that used to come on where they would take planet Earth footage and they would put silly English voices over the animals. And I remember seeing a clip where it was like this giant tortoise walking. It was going, oh, well, another morning. And it just had the guitar from No Surprises playing in the background. So now that's what I think of. And I just think about how like this song is just like so comforting. And you just kind of like, please just like, no surprises, no alarms. Just like, I like working at the place that I work at every day. This one just really gets to me. I know it's universal, like a job that slowly kills you and just being like real tired and not wanting it. I saw this when I heard Radiohead in 2016 in April. They played this and everyone like they sang "Bring Down the Government" at one part because it was still shortly after the inauguration and all that shit. But it was just a really inspiring moment, and I love singing along with this song, especially when it turns into Better Homes and Garden in the end.
Yeah.
This song makes me very uniquely sad because I feel like, and this is the second time I'm going to mention this song on this podcast, it makes me as sad as I Just Wasn't Made for These Times by the Beach Boys.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. No, I have it in my notes that like the beginning, I was like, is a Beach Boys song about to start? Like, that's how it feels. And then it goes on to be very Radiohead. And yeah, it is really, I want to just float on the waters that is this song. Like, there is no surprises. And I like that. There's no like, oh, antibiotics are evil or whatever. It's just, it's nice. I don't know. And that like warbly synth string patch that's in there, I don't know what that is. Gonna steal that for a song because it's good.
This song sounds the way my depression feels when it's particularly bad.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's that final chorus that's like no alarms and no surprises, but in the background, Tom's saying, "Let me out of here."
Yeah. There's a particular, I get like, I've had depression, let me look at my watch, my whole life.
Same.
And this is weird, and I don't know if other people get this, but there's like certain moments of depression that I get nostalgia for, where it's like, a better time with my depression.
Yeah.
That's what the song feels like, where it's like, yeah, I'm sad, but like, remember that time I was sad, but I could handle it better? No surprises there.
Yeah.
That's how this song makes me feel.
Yeah, these days, mental illness is manifested so much that you can barely deal with it, especially with everything going on.
Yep.
And this is it's a song that, and this is kind of cliche, the act of asking people to listen to a podcast where we talk about Radiohead for over an hour
Yeah.
is frankly just I understand how that comes off, and I understand how this is about to come off, but this song like speaks to me.
Yeah.
What
What do you think a handshake of carbon monoxide is?
Dying, I think.
I had the same image in my head of when we were talking about kisses with only saliva. And just kind of like obscure like body to body contact, but instead it's like with liquids and gases, and it's just like carbon monoxide just like hanging out, just like
It's Tom inhaling a bunch of carbon monoxide and like exhaling it into the person that he's kissing's mouth.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Gross.
He's a murderer.
Well, I think we should.
Sorry, Tom, if you're listening.
Got to go back to the previous song. I think we had some clues there.
Yeah, damn.
Oh wow.
But yeah, this song is good. It's like, at first it sounds like a real like simple tune, but it took me like my third listen to notice like sonically a lot of depth in this one. Like there's a lot here underneath the surface.
Does this count as a ballad?
No, because I like it.
Okay, fair.
That is some surprises.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're lucky that we like this song.
Jesus Christ. Let's just... All right. Sorry, continue.
Let's do it. Lucky by Radiohead. We are on the final side of the album. Mo.
It's just a little mo. It's Johnny Greenwood back here. Just I know you've made it through the first 10 tracks of this album. My accent changed recently, but it's just a
Yeah, Johnny, you're a little Australian.
just a little mo.
I thought you were busy.
Oh fuck! I gotta make another music score. Gotta go. Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
He's very he seems nice.
I mean, yeah.
Guys, I had to. I'm sorry, I left again, but I just came back and I shoot away the composer for "There Will Be Blood." Don't know why he was in my apartment. Shoot him off in the room.
He's in your house.
Yeah, he's just running back and forth.
Yeah, no, pest control is tricky.
Oh God, Nikki, how do you feel about "Lucky"? The Britney Spears song, not the Radiohead song.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about Britney Spears, that I feel like it's underrated in her discography. Lucky, you know, it's not like one of her breakout hits, obviously, and I think it's good though. But if we're talking about Radiohead's Lucky, kind of a weird cover of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really sound anything like Britney's song.
Yeah, and recorded years before.
Yeah, so I don't know how that works, but I guess their interpretation of what she was going to release is pretty decent, actually. Yeah. Thom's vocals, especially in like the second half of the song, are like when he really starts to take off with it, just completely mesmerizing.
Oh my God, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, and the chorus, I feel like I could jump out a window and fly away listening to this song. It's so, yeah. It felt soaring is a good way to describe how I felt.
Here's the thing, don't do it because we're not, we'll then have to pull you out of the air crash.
Ah, damn. Okay, well, I'll just hang on to my little fantasy of flying out a window listening to Lucky.
Did you know that the song was written in around the time of the 1990s Bosnian conflict, according to Genius?
Thom is always doing that to me where I'm like, yeah, what a lovely, beautiful song. And it's like, it was about genocide.
I think this is where we're kind of starting to see Radiohead songs that were written a very long time ago come into play.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be doing it a lot more later on, but this is... there was actually one written during the time of the Bends, I don't know if I told you last episode, that you're going to hear, and it may destroy you.
I'm not ready.
Me either. I love Lucky. Lucky, I used to skip, genuinely, straight up, I used to skip either Lucky or The Tourist, because by the end of this album, I was always, like, exhausted.
Yeah.
I used to just skip either one, but I'm less inclined to skip Lucky these days.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Listening back to this before recording, I was like, oh man, this is a really good song. Like, it's not as memorable as the ones that preceded it, like this and The Tourist, but it's still very good. For some reason, like, they like really latch onto Transit at the end of the album, and also leaving Transit, but it's just, I don't know. I feel it. Oh,
hello.
Hello?
It's me, Thom. It's me, Thom.
Oh shit! I thought it was Gordon Ramsay. Never mind.
From Radiohead.
Oh, hi, Thom.
Oh, hey. Oh, that Thom.
Have you heard of Radiohead?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just talking about it. How do you keep getting into the podcast, by the way?
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The last half of OK Computer, it's not about capitalism. It's not about any of the sort of, the things that you think they are about.
Oh.
It's about trains.
Oh. Okay.
Oi, Thom. Thom.
Hello?
Is that you?
Hello.
Oh, it's Johnny.
Yeah, Thom.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, bud.
Joe, hello. What are you doing
Hey,
here?
Johnny, innit? I just happened to run around this guy's apartment and just found a microphone and heard your voice. It's
Wow, it's so great that both of you could be here. So, I mean, guys,
see you later.
I don't even know where
I
to
love
start.
you. Okay, bye.
I love you.
Jeez. I had such an opportunity for a nice interview between those two.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm still here. If he comes back, can you just say...
Oh, shit. Hey, it's Johnny?
Yeah.
From
Hey,
Radiohead?
yeah, I'm back again. I just want to say...
Holy shit.
Really, my voice keeps changing.
What the fuck is happening?
I want you, if Thom comes back, just let him know. I really think he did a really good job in Suspiria. Movie was okay, but really love the score. Really proud of him. Okay, goodbye. I love you.
Okay, but love you,
Okay,
bye.
bye. I love you too, Johnny.
I had like 12 balloons in my apartment, and Johnny Greenwood just inhaled all of them.
Holy shit.
What a rascal.
That's beautiful. He's such a good guitar man.
He's a great guitar man. Awful roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully Colin comes and picks him up in a bit.
Sounds like it.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this shit.
His father, Colin. Yeah.
You know, my dad, Colin. Get out of here. Fuck.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll lock him in a room. We're nearly done.
I don't have much to say about Lucky.
It's about trains.
It's about trains.
I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I didn't really love it until the guitar break happened, which is fucking inspired.
Yeah.
Like that alone makes that song worth it, honestly.
That line in the first verse that says, "Kill me, Sarah, kill me again with love."
Mm-hmm.
According to this Genius annotation, and according to this demo, the line was originally "Fill me again, fill me, Sarah, with love." And you know what? I'm not gonna be the first person to say "come" on this podcast. Fuck.
Oh, sorry, it's too late. Well, now that you've said it, you've opened the floodgates. You've opened the cum gates. Just go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
That's all I was gonna say.
You were just gonna say cum.
Mace, if you want, I could say it right now, and you can just put it in the beginning, and you can make
Sounds good.
You can make me say it right before you introduce it. You want?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Come.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Great. Perfect.
Does anybody have anything else to say about Lucky?
No. I mean,
Great song to listen to when you're walking off a plane.
Yep.
Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's plane music.
Yeah.
Plane and train music.
Yep.
Let's talk about other things you do on planes and trains. The tourist.
I was wondering how you were gonna. Solid effort.
What are you doing on that plane up there? I'm a tourist. All right.
Oh, okay. See you later.
Purposes for visiting the country? Are we getting on this plane right here? I'm a tourist. That's reasonable. You're either here or on a train, Mr. Tourist.
And that's what the song's about.
Yeah.
Being on a
Just-
train.
Just being on a train or a plane.
Yeah. And going way too fucking fast.
Yeah. What a fast song this one is.
This song's about Tom Tork.
Yeah.
Bringing it back around.
Rest in peace.
This song is just kind of a memorial to Tom Tork. R.I.P. my guy.
Dude, gotta fucking slow it down. Oh, idiot.
Yeah. So the first listen, the song starts, and I'm like, okay, last song. We're gonna see how we close it out. And it starts, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is so slow. All right. And then the chorus kicked in, and Tom called me an idiot for thinking it was bad to be slow. And he told me, hey, fucking idiot, slow down. So I was like, all right, I felt bad. And then once I slowed down, I realized that the song kind of rules, actually.
Yeah, this song fucks.
It's real great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere of it is completely otherworldly.
It used to spook me. It used to kind of extraterrestrial. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, because it feels really out there.
Yeah.
You know, I could it's a what's that word? Ethereal. I could vape this song.
You could rip some cotton to this song.
Just rip some sick cotton.
Can you imagine a dude with the vaping haircut? You know the one.
Oh yeah.
And This All Defend t-shirt, just kind of vaping to Radiohead.
Oh, hold on. Let me. Yeah. Okay. He's there in my mind's eye. He's waving at me. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, he's friendly.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, he seems like a nice guy. All right. Yeah. What a nice little visual image.
Shit, fuck, he just put on his MAGA hat.
Oh no. Oh god. Okay, get him out of here. Fucking get him out of here.
Bullshit.
Oh man.
Sean, what do you have to say about this?
I mean, similar to what Nikki said, I didn't really see it as ethereal. I saw it more as like a cereal, and I could just take a big heaping spoonful of this every morning. It is. Reading about it, what Genius says. I hate to take your role, Mace, but Genius was talking about it was inspired by Johnny Greenwood seeing tourists dash through towns in France. I've seen that. I've been to France. I've seen people just running real fast. And I love that image of just all these people and tourists just going real quick.
Oh, okay. We gotta see the Eiffel Tower. Okay, quick. We gotta go to the Louvre.
Yeah, I know. The moral of the song is, hey, you gotta slow down. Just observe something. Really appreciate it. But I love images of just quick tourists. Zip, zip, zip.
Just all these tourists rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow your way home.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yep, that's a completely original quote to me.
Yep. That quote is from the great American philosopher Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh hell.
Yeah.
It's in the annals of history along with Marx.
Oh.
Marx was a big Sonic head.
That's what being a Marxist is all about.
Yeah.
Loving hedgehogs and happy hour. Tots.
I'm running really fast.
Conies.
Are y'all more of like a Sonic or a Tails?
I feel I want to be Sonic, but I'm Tails, you know?
I'm also Tails. Sean, I feel like you're Knuckles.
Yeah?
But he never chuckles.
No. I misinterpreted the question. We've got a drive-through restaurant here called the Varsity that I go to more often than Sonic, so I'm more of like a Varsity
Okay.
than Sonic.
Yeah. What is Varsity all about?
Essentially just kind of greasy fries and burgers and chili dogs, and they have this like
Oh.
frosted orange drink. They're in a Enchinida.
Echidna.
Echidna.
Thank you, Echidna.
Yeah, that feels like Cookout to me.
Isn't that the name of the next Radiohead album?
Echidna?
Echidna.
Echidna.
That's
Yep.
I love The Tourist. This is a good closer.
Oh, yeah.
There's a theory, and this is the second theory I'm going to talk about. The other one I talked about off the air because it is a bonkers theory.
Yeah, I don't know if it's publishable, so
Yeah.
we'll skip it and let's focus on this theory.
This theory is that basically this album is cyclical,
Oh.
in that the chorus, "Hey man, slow down," where Thom Yorke calls you a fucking idiot.
yeah.
Yeah. Me specifically.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that it took you this long to listen to Radiohead, Nikki, when Thom Yorke addresses you specifically in 1997.
By name.
Yeah.
I feel like someone would have gotten your
don't-
attention by this point.
And I was 1 year old in 1997. The gall of this man to call a literal baby an idiot.
A zoomin' baby.
Do you think they called the Pablo Honey Baby an idiot? Is this song about the Pablo Honey Baby?
Oh, okay. Hashtag find the Pablo Honey baby. Update. Still no updates.
Nothing has happened.
Nothing. I don't know where baby?
Where baby?
Where baby?
Ugh.
So anyway, the the idea of the song is that it is cyclical, and the "Hey man, slow down" is intended to basically lead back into Airbag because this person crashed, and they need an airbag.
They wouldn't have needed the airbag if they had just slowed the fuck down.
Yeah, Nikki.
Yeah. Well, I'm scared of Cars 2. I get it.
Cars.
Yeah, Thom Yorke is
Once you get past it, Cars 3 it's worth it.
pretty good.
But I don't know. I just don't think they should be talking. And, it's unnatural.
The Tourist is good. How do y'all feel about The Tourist?
I love it.
Love it.
Think yeah.
Yeah, going real quick, being told to stop. Beautiful song.
Yep.
Great. It's a good closer. It's not like what I typically go for a closing track, but this one felt nice.
Yeah.
I think so before it ended, I was like, okay, yeah, it's an okay closer. I don't know if this would have been my choice. And then the triangle hit, and then the album is over. I was like, okay, that is how you end an album. Right there.
Ding.
It's still okay, an okay closer, but it's
It's an okay
It's an
computer.
okay closer for an okay computer.
So we've gotten to the end of OK Computer by Radiohead, the album about the computer that learns to say okay. Are we picking up something good?
Let's see. Let me just turn on my transmitter here.
Sean, turn on.
You have now turned on.
Okay, and let me just see here. Yeah, I'm picking up something great.
I'm picking up something fucking amazing.
I'm picking up
Just astounding.
one of the best.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, this. Ooh, okay, computer. Like, it's so crazy how Pablo Honey was. Well, it was Pablo Honey, and the Benz was good, and they just keep it coming. Like, they are not giving up. They are improving album per album, song by song, even in some cases. Like, just incredible.
Yeah. It's wild how within 4 years, from 1993 to 1997, Radiohead got so much better.
Like, just they're a completely different band each time, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that doesn't end.
Yeah,
by the way.
You've gotten yourself into something, Nikki.
Something good.
Something. I hope.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Yeah.
We haven't even scratched the surface of what Radiohead is now.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, honestly.
Kiss goodbye to those beautiful guitars.
That was a reference that I don't get.
Lean down and kiss the guitars goodbye because they're about to go away.
That open space that you feel, it's kiss it goodbye because you're about to enter into an isolation chamber.
Bye-bye.
So, Nikki, now that we're kind of like 3 episodes in,
Yeah.
how would you rank these albums?
Funnily enough, in reverse chronological order. OK Computer, The Bends, and way down there, Pablo Honey.
You know what? I agree.
Also, same.
Yeah.
I
feel like it's hard to imagine anyone putting The Bends over OK Computer.
There are people that do.
Are there people out there who are like, Pablo Honey is so underrated, it's their best, they never matched it?
Maybe people who like died in 1994.
Their ghosts are like, oh yeah, they took grunge to a whole new level. I can't wait to see what nasty grunge riffs they come up with next.
Do you think that Thom Yorke, like in his spare time these days in 2019, picks up a guitar and just plays a grunge riff?
Just a chugga.
Just for himself.
Do you think he just chugs it a little bit?
Just a little chug. He goes half chug.
Thom Yorke turned in 2 different scores for Suspiria, one being What We Heard, which was very pretty and dancey, and the other one was just full chug. And Luca Guadagnino said, too much chug, Tom, and he had to go back.
Tom, I'm going to need you to turn down that chug.
Tilda Swinton loved the chug, though. It should be said. I think she has one of the only copies of the chug.
Tilda Swinton personally, she has the only remaining copy of the chug. That's what he named the soundtrack, by the way, the chug.
Yeah.
It's not.
Not Suspiria.
That's the next Thom Yorke solo album. It's called The Chug.
Oh, God.
So we have gotten to the end of our episode. Sean, I wanted to thank you very, very much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me. I love this. I've loved listening to the past 2 episodes. You guys are great. And
we know.
I was very, like, Mace, you and I obviously have shared Radiohead as the basis of our friendship for years now. And to be a part of Nikki's journey and discovering this, my favorite band of all time. Next to REM also. We should get on that, Nikki.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me. This was a pleasure.
Yep, that's you in the corner.
Yeah. It's been real fun. And it did take like all of my efforts to not go into a whole thing on REM when we started talking about it. So whew.
There's a whole
Likewise.
other REM podcast.
That's true. There is already one that does that, but
yeah,
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Just
but it's out there.
So I'm Mace. You can find me online at Echo Vessel, on Instagram at Echo Vessel. I do this at the end of Radish as well. Fuck Echo Vessel,
fuck
the
Echo
other
Vessel.
Echo Vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nikki and I run a label called Neodetritus.
That's true.
Yeah, we actually just put out a record today, Passing in Public and Other Lies Constructed. I actually have a reissue coming. It'll be out this week. It's a reissue of an old album called Orbit.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
Fuck yeah.
It sounds good. Please buy it because I need to buy gear.
Please.
And Sean and I also have another podcast called Radish. It's a show and tell podcast. There's 2 other people on it. I don't know their names. I've never met them.
The joke here, Nikki, is that despite me knowing Mace longer and being friends with him longer, both Will and Tyler from Radish have met Mace in person. I never have.
Oh, well, that's certainly something.
But it just shows you the power of internet and computers keeping people together.
Just like OK Computer.
I think that's what we learned from OK Computer, is that this is good stuff.
Get on your OK Computer and follow me as well on Twitter at YifPolice. You can also find all of my tunes, as the British call tunes, on nikkiflowers.bandcamp.com. Please buy my albums. I need groceries.
Like May said, I am a part of a podcast called Radish that's also on Noisepace XYZ. That we just recently got out of. We're very happy to be part of this family. We are going, if any of you are Atlanta based or coming to Dragon Con at the end of this month, Radish is actually doing a live panel that Sunday night in the Hilton. And we would love it if you came out and saw us, because this is the first time we're doing a live show, and we can actually do a show and tell in person as it's meant to be done, and not through an audio format. And yet we've kept it going for over 80 episodes. But if you want to find me talking about, it is mostly Radiohead, but also just stupid bullshit, I'm on Twitter at @ThatSeanBarry. That's SeanBarry. Starbucks baristas spell my name wrong all the time. I fucking hate it. This idiots.
Yep.
The taste of your own medicine.
Yep. Elsewhere, I am Sean M. Barry, the same way it's spelled, but with an M in the middle.
The M stands for McDonald's.
M does stand for McDonald's. I'm
Our glorious president.
infiltrating Starbucks from the Golden Arches. But I'm Sean M. Barry everywhere else, Instagram, all that fun stuff.
So next, we are actually taking a little bit of a break from just kind of linear album stuff.
Okay.
Next episode, we are actually going to be doing a B-sides collection, where I'm going to be showing you a couple B-sides from each album.
Okay. All right.
That are basically, we're going to do some from Pablo Honey. Like I said, the last episode, you're going to be listening to songs that were left off of Pablo Honey.
Which, when you mentioned that last time, has kept me up at night. So, yeah, next episode's gonna be a treat, I'm sure.
A couple songs from the were left off the Bends, and a couple songs that were left off of OK Computer, which it's going to encompass a range of things. And then after that, we're going to be tackling the big kid.
Echidna.
The big one.
The kid. The Echidna.
Big Echidna.
We're going to be tackling Knuckles the Echidna. Kid A. Big thanks to Matt and Noisepace.xyz for taking this show on. At this point, I'm looking at our recording timer. We have wasted 2 hours of their bandwidth.
Good. They asked for it. We're just giving them what they asked for.
This has been Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast from Noisepace and Neodetritus. That's it.
That's it. You can stop listening now.
That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Follow us online. Follow us online at POSG Pod. Anyway, bye.
Bye-bye.